To all my Pookies out there, this is for you. And for the folks who are Sigmas, stay strong. Welcome guys, welcome to Buddies in Blockbuster. I'm your host AJ, and we're here to review the one and only Maranamass. I don't have blonde hair to pull off what Basil was doing, so I'm just supporting him with this yellow tee. Gotta be honest with you, there was 3 Malu movies releasing this weekend: Maranamass, Bazooka, and Gymkhana. I really wanted to go to Gymkhana, but for some reason, we don't have any shows in the US. I'm not sure if this is because of the distribution and they haven't invested more in worldwide release. I really wish I could watch that movie, and I honestly wanted to go for Bazooka, but I saw initial reports didn't look good, so I chose to go to this. Truth be told, I was not disappointed at all. I think I made the right call in choosing this movie over Bazooka because it was really entertaining for the most part, and the main piece is comedy. I was laughing throughout, especially the first half was just awesome. And the main guy, as you all know, based on the trailer, it's Basil. Basil carries this movie as of when he's on screen. To me, that character that he brings in is just a joyride. I mean, the dialogues that he has, the comedic timing, it's just perfect. It looks like anything that he's doing now, whether it's comedy or something serious, he's doing a great job. And I had the most fun as and when he was on screen, because when he wasn't, it was kind of boring to me. The other actors, my convincing star is also there, Suresh Krishna, who does a great job in his role as well. But as mentioned, right, the first half, it was non-stop comedy. I was just having a blast, laughing throughout, and the whole audience, it was a packed crowd, and everybody was laughing and having a good time. But as of when you go to the second half, there is a dip in terms of just comedic essence, as well as the story tries to drag itself on a couple of side character stories, which to me, it shouldn't have been there. I get where the director was going with it, but it just didn't have the same momentum that the first half has. Nonetheless, I did have a good time. In terms of story, you've seen this in the trailer. There is a serial killer angle in this movie called the Banana Killer, and he's on the loose. And while he's carrying out his list of, killing activities, these other characters, whether it's Basil, whether it's our convincing star, Nishma, who is the female lead here, Siju Sunny is also there. How all these characters come in a specific situation in one location as well, and the way how their lives intertwine with each other is basically the story. Yes, the main core is the serial killer being with these folks, but pretending to be okay, he's just a nobody, just a stranger. The way how they try to escape a couple of scenarios, which I don't want to spoil, is the essence of the story, right? And how things are connected with those side stories about the characters is enhanced a bit more in the second half, and that's where it takes a backseat. But the main pieces that sold to me was the character introductions of all of these folks, right? Whether it's Basil and the way how he's introduced is so good, so funny, man. The convincing star, as well as all the other folks that chip in. I think that's what made the first half so good. And the dialogues and the delivery by all the actors were perfect. Directed by Sivaprasad and written also by him and Siju Sunny. So I get where the comedy and stuff is coming in. They've done a splendid job there. My hope was if they would have kept the same kind of consistency in the second half, this would have been an all-out entertainer. But overall, you just need to keep this in mind that there is a bit of voluptuous comedy is peak in those scenes, especially the first half. And Basil steals the show to me. That's just my personal opinion. I think whenever he was the anchor to the whole piece, and I really like what the serial killer played by Rajesh Madhavan, what he brought to the table. He acts so innocent, but there is this other side of him which is pretty scary. And those shots and cinematography that was taking place there was pretty good. But in terms of, okay, do you have to go to the movie? I mean, if you're choosing between Bazooka and this, yeah, of course, go for this. But I also recommend, if you miss it in the theaters, no worries, because you'll still have a good time watching this in your streaming platform. But I have a couple of questions for you guys. One, is Bazooka really bad? And should I go? 2, have you guys watched Maranamass? What did you guys think about it? Did you have the same kind of feeling as myself? Or did you hate it or like it a lot more? Put it in the comments, let me know. And as always, guys, be sure to like, subscribe, and share.